So who has priority on a narrow road? How to pass on a narrow road? So you are driving on a road where there is no space for two cars to pass. In that situation, who has priority? Many learners, they get confused driving on a narrow road and it's a meeting situation. They get confused who has priority. In this video, we're going to break it down and explain it to you exactly so you know exactly who has priority on a road where it's a narrow road. Let's start the lesson. Now here you have a road which is narrow. Why? Because you have parked cars on both sides. You have parked cars on the left and you have parked cars on the right. And because of that, the road became narrow, which means you are now driving, and if there's another car comes from the opposite, there's no space for two cars, which means that is a meeting situation and there's no space for two cars. In that situations, who's got priority? No one's got priority. So what is the best thing to do? The best thing to do in that situation is use the gaps. So if you've got a gap on your left, you go into the gap and you stick your nose out so the oncoming traffic could go. Or if there's no gap on your left, then find a gap on your right and stop opposite the gap so that the oncoming traffic could go into the gap on the right, and then you could carry on going. We stop here, see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening. There's another car over there. Okay, they're going to come. We'll see what they're doing. Yep, they're coming now. We'll just wait. This is known as meeting situation, meeting traffic. What is meeting traffic? Where there is no space for two cars. When there is no space for two cars, there is a car coming. Try not to push the other car to stop. Stop in a gap so that you are sticking your nose out. Soon as they go, mirror, mirror, and then you go. You don't need to signal. Your car becomes a signal because you went in and you stick your nose out. Car knows that. Everybody else knows. You are not going to park because your car is telling them you're not parking. So always be ready to drive on a narrow road where you will face meeting situations. And in a meeting situation, like I said, no one's got priority. Your job will be to find the gaps either on your side or on the opposite to give the oncoming traffic away. If they wait for you, then it's a bonus. You could carry on going. But if they don't, then you were already prepared to stop in a gap. Mirror. And there's no space for two cars. We're just going to wait here. Position towards that way so car behind knows we're not parking. If you go too close to the pavement, car behind is going to think you are parking. Mirror, mirror, done. So before I go, mirror, mirror, and I go. I'm going to go left at the end. Mirror, mirror, signal left. Okay, signal left. Look into the road before you go in. Look in. You got the priority over this lorry. Mirror, give gas. So now imagine this is a road which has a parked car here, and this is your car, and there's a car coming from the opposite. Now we know this is meeting situation because we know there is no space for two cars here. So because the parked car is on our side of the road, we will stop our car here. Now doing that, we need to think of three things. Number one, we don't want to be too straight and too close to the pavement. We don't want to be too close to the parked car, and we want to stick our nose out. And these are the three things. The reason we're not going to be too straight and too close to the pavement, because if we do that, the car behind is going to think we are parking. If you go too close to the parked car, your view is going to be restricted and it will be harder for you to go round, as you will have to do lots of steering. And we stick our nose out so the car behind knows we are not parking, we are about to go. Your car becomes a signal for the car behind, because looking at the car, they will know that you are not parked. Once this car goes, we look at the top and right mirror, see if it's safe, and then we go round. Now what if you are the other car? What if this is your car and the parked car is on the opposite and there's a car coming here? What do you do then? Now just because the parked car is not on your side, it doesn't mean you have the priority, because if they don't stop, you're gonna have a problem. Best thing to do is approach in a way to stop here for them. If they stop or not, it doesn't matter because you are about to stop. And as you are stopping, if they stop for you, you carry on going. If they don't stop, it doesn't matter because we are stopping anyway. We let them go. One other thing I like to mention here is that if they flash, if a car comes and they flash you, remember the flash doesn't mean it's an invitation. Flash means they are there. Now, treat it as if they're telling you that they are waiting for you. Make sure you check all round, see if it's safe, and then go round. Because if they flash and there's a bike here overtaking you, and just because they flashed, you just go without looking, that could be a major problem. So just because they flash, don't go yet. They flashed, see if it's safe, and then carry on going. Now imagine a road which has parked cars on this side, parked cars, and parked cars on the other side. And there is a space here in the middle. This is your car, and there's a car coming. What are you going to do in this situation? Because the gap is on our side of the road, we will approach, go into the gap, and stick our nose out, wait for this car. When they go, we carry on going. Now on another situation where the gap is not on your side of the road, it is on the opposite. This is your car and there's a car coming. And like I said, this time the gap is not on your side, is on the opposite. This is your car, there's a car coming. And on this situation, what are you going to do? The best thing to do is stop where you are or go a little bit forward and stop around here so they could go in and then you could go. If the gap is on your side, remember to go in and stick your nose out. If it's on the opposite, don't go into that gap because this is the wrong side. You stay opposite, you let them go in and you go. Is anyone coming? You see a car coming, I'm going to carry on going. The gaps is over there. See what's happening here? Okay. And I'm going to stop around here. Okay. Not too close to the pavement, not too close to the parked car, and stick my nose out. Why? If you go too close to the pavement, car behind is going to think you are parking. If you go too close to the parked car, your view is going to restrict it, and stick your nose out so the car behind knows that you're not parking, you are about to go again. Okay? So like that. So the car behind knows I'm not parking, mirror, mirror, and I go. Done. Okay? Try to avoid not going too close to the pavement when you stop for a car. Because if you do, car behind is going to think you're parking and they're going to try to overtake and then it'll be a problem for you to go. Okay? So driving on a narrow road. Firstly, why is it narrow? The reason the road is narrow may be because it's got parked cars, or maybe because it has roadworks, or maybe because there is a bus, and because of that the road is narrow, which means you could face a meeting situation, meaning there could be a car coming from the opposite and there is no space for two cars. In that situation, who's got priority? No one. Like I said, your job will be to find the gaps either on your side or on the opposite. Now, as you are trying to stop in the gap, if they stop for you, that's a bonus. You carry on going. If they don't stop for you, then it's not a problem because you are already preparing to stop anyway. So who's got priority? No one. You will find the gaps. If they stop for you, then it's a bonus. You carry on going. Hi, if you are learning to drive or you are training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you. So if you're a learner, we have an online course for you for manual and automatic. And if you're training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you for your ADI Part 2 and ADI Part 3. Please check the description for the links of the courses. Have a look and have a read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.